Okay. Light 'em up, boys. Rev those engines. Let's go.
I want to be a man of the people and put up the videos that my viewership wants me to make, and that's why when they overwhelmingly voted for A Man and His Horse, I got straight to work on that video. However, midway through making it, I lost all interest in that subject matter. It got pretty fucking boring. And instead of just pumping out a soulless video just because I said I would put it out there, I'd rather make a video for you guys that has my full attention and has my full interest. And it's a video I've been trying to make for months now. So with all that being said, welcome, you ugly motherfuckers, to the Moron files of the worst person on the internet. Now, for those of you that don't know who this person is or know very little about him, you may feel some kind of sympathy or pity towards this person simply because of their physical appearance. And I want you to be assured that not only does he not deserve your sympathy or pity, he deserves your ridicule and mockery at every opportunity. And for those of you that do know who this person is, this isn't going to be a chronological retelling of his entire existence on the internet. It's going to be more of a character analysis and looking at his bad traits and why he is the worst person on the internet. So with all that being said, get your liquor, get your weed, get whatever the fuck you need. This is the Moron files of the worst person on the internet, known as Cyrax.
Hitting up the trip scene, hitting up the track scene.
I think it's only fair to start this video off by discussing all the natural talents and abilities that Cyrax possesses, and there is a laundry list of them. See, back when Cyrax was a teenager, he claims to have hit his head and all of a sudden got all these new gifts, abilities, and talents, and he's now just so great at all these things, from being an author, a video game designer, an artist, and a digital artist.
So that I can start getting back to my roots, not only doing gaming, but also doing graphic design and digital artwork. For a lot of you that don't know, I do digital artwork. A lot of digital artwork, actually. I do hand-drawn stuff, I do digital stuff.
Being a street racer and a e-racer.
I started to go pro. I started to get sponsors on Twitch for racing, doing comps, doing drift comps, doing rally events.
A professional streamer on Twitch.
During that time period when she did what she did, I was a professional streamer on Twitch. I was making $100-some-odd a month and doing good for myself.
A follower and a student of the Bushido Code. An MMA fighter. But what he really claims to be is a musician. In particular, a metal vocalist and a rapper. And just listen to this genius.
Got the Lambo with the motherfucking underglow, looking real mean, got that Chevy Tahoe with that motherfucking live kid. Everybody wanna face me, it's me and my crew.
And yet, despite having all these natural talents and abilities, over his entire internet career of 12 years, he's only been able to pull in a whopping $100 for them. However, I do gotta give Cyrax some credit. He does possess a talent that very few people on the planet have, and it's having the worst personal hygiene humanly possible. I mean, just look at those chompers. Isn't that a mouth that you just envy? I mean, I don't know how many years it takes of not brushing your teeth or using mouthwash it takes to get that kind of mouth, but that does take some kind of determination, so you gotta give him some credit there. I mean, hell, not many people could say they made their girlfriend gag after kissing them.
Yes, that was solid, babe.
Call me again and watch what happens.
Yeah, nice work, babe. Yeah, let's try that again, shall we?
Let's see if they call again.
And,
He said, got him. Hold on.
Nice work, babe.
See if we can get this fucker to call back.
My favorite part about that entire thing is him going in for another kiss like 2 to 3 times and her just not even acknowledging it and shutting it down. But it's not just his mouth that he doesn't give a shit about taking care of. He doesn't give a damn about his physical appearance. I mean, it takes balls to hop on to your computer and make a video or fire up a live stream with crusted up drool in your beard. And it takes even bigger balls to do a live stream where you just casually pick your ass.
Now a new fun size, small enough to fit inside your prison wallet.
Snickers. It's a good solid snack.
Packed with peanuts, peanut butter nougat, caramel, and milk chocolate. Snickers.
You know, it's sad, man. Too many good people gone way too soon.
Crusted up drool and ass picking not enough for you? Alright, let's talk about those skull scabs. Yeah, no, what you're seeing on screen is not a photoshopped image. That's an actual look at Cyrax's head at any given moment. And when he's doing a stream or recording for a video, he'll just nonchalantly do a quick pick and flick of these scabs as if it's completely normal. And even when he attempts to hide them and cover them up with something, depending on what he uses, you can see them bleeding through the material. And you may be asking yourself, how does somebody get this many cuts and scabs all over their scalp? Well, in Cyrax's case, it's because he is infested with bedbugs. Yeah, these are bedbug bites. And bedbugs are not the only little critters he is infested with. He's had the occasional rat pop up on stream that he has to go and kill.
Hold up, y'all. One sec. Let me check something here, guys. We have ears. We have a mouse.
And then he also lets moths just make a home in his beard, or when he's recording, just have the bugs crawling all over him, and just casually pulling pinworms out of his ass while doing a recording.
Is, man. Like, everybody thinks that he's this stand-up guy. No, the fuck he ain't. If anything, that loser's a piece of shit.
No shame whatsoever. And I know a lot of you are already choking back vomit after what you just witnessed, and it's only going to get way worse from here. This is just the beginning of the video. Now, as bad as his hygiene is, his delusions and lies are a lot worse.
Cruising around with nowhere to go, watching the world through a blurred window.
In case you couldn't pick up on the sarcasm in the previous section, Cyraxx actually possesses no musical talent, or any talent for that matter. However, he has deluded himself to the point where he genuinely believes that he is this inspirational musician and generational talent. And in order to keep up this facade and justify his delusions to himself, he resorts to content thievery. Cyraxx is a notorious content thief. An example of this being when he claimed to be a self-published author putting out a book called Soul Census. And it was discovered that this was word for word plagiarized from an actual book titled Soul Census. In fact, the only thing differentiating the two, besides their names of the people who wrote these books, is the fact that Cyraxx is so fucking stupid, he couldn't even spell the word census correctly. And he has stolen a bunch of music from different people on the internet, but the most egregious, vile, and disgusting example of his content thievery has to be the song Lost Innocence. Lost Innocence was a poem written by a woman detailing all the horrific, horrendous abuse she suffered as a child by her mother. And what does this piece of shit do? He takes this poem's lyrics, throws a shitty instrumental on, and raps them and tries to claim the song as his own, which included lyrics such as,
Then you started again through the door each day. Came no man and no friends. Well, I'm 10 now, and things have got to come to an end. You see, I became a woman at the age of 9 with my monthly friend. And tonight, while you're asleep, I'm packing my bags quietly and I'm leaving. But I want you to know that while the men were doing their deed, one of them impregnated me with the seed.
Yeah, Cyraxx, you definitely became a woman at the age of 9 and were impregnated as a child. That's absolutely something that happened to you in your past. Like, come the fuck on, dude. He's not even trying to hide the fact that this is clearly someone else's work, which is why we should definitely take his word when he claims to be a multi-millionaire.
See, I'm a literal multi-millionaire, but yet I don't get to see any of the money. Why? Because you bitches fucking robbed me of it.
Over the last 7 years, I've lost about anywhere from $1 to $2.5 million in ad revenue, views, donations, sponsors, all kinds of stuff.
In case you guys haven't known by now, let me fill you in. Because of people like him, I am losing out on $2.5 million a year in ad revenue from YouTube and sponsors.
Now, I'm no expert in this monetization thing, considering I was only monetized a month ago, but I'm pretty sure that's not how it works, Cyraxx. I'm pretty sure that only the big-name YouTube channels are pulling in that kind of yearly income from YouTube ad revenue, and when you put out content like this... don't see that being the type of content that everyone's just rushing to click and watch and have you earn that sweet YouTube money. But then again, who am I to argue with someone who has a silver play button?
What's up, y'all? It's your boy, KOA Productions. What's up? Your boy did it, man. Silver play button, baby. 100K subs, man. We on our way, dude. 10 years ago, man, I can genuinely say, I never thought I'd see one of these. But yet, here we are, man. On our way to success, baby. We got this.
Cyraxx has never had a channel come even remotely close to hitting over 100,000 subs, which is the requirement that YouTube has in order to get a silver play button. And when confronted with this information, Cyraxx told us dumbasses that we just don't get it. That YouTube looked at all of the channels he's had over the years and combined the numbers, which apparently totaled over 100,000 subs. And that's why they sent him that silver play button. And despite knowing that that's not how it works, it's even funnier when you look at the play button because it has his real name on it. Cyraxx, when YouTube sends out these play buttons to creators, it has the name of the channel on the plaque, not the name of the creator, you fucking moron. And let's just ignore the fact that you could buy a customizable YouTube play button on Etsy for $7. Let's just completely ignore that. Why would Cyraxx lie about earning a silver play button? It's just like asking why would he lie about having thousands of dollars worth of jewelry.
18 karat gold chain pendant of ya boy. So Marty, you want to talk about being a king? I don't see you rocking one of these, son. 18 karat gold, motherfucker. What you know about that? What you know about rocking a gold pendant like this, bitch?
That looks like a $10 gas station chain with a papier-mâché model of him with some bedazzled jewels in it. And that's not the only piece of jewelry he's trying to pass off as being 18 karat gold. I shit you not, there was a clip of him out there, and I dug and I dug and I dug and I could not find it. If anyone has this clip, please send it to me. But there was a clip of him out there having a toy plastic crown around his head, trying to pass that off as also being 18 karat gold. But if you've been paying attention, you may be wondering, he said earlier that he's losing out on millions and millions in ad revenue and he doesn't get to see a cent of any of the money he makes, but yet he can afford all this expensive jewelry. How is that possible? Well, I'm here to tell you it's because that Motown Records money is flowing in.
And bear in mind, at the time that all this was going down, I was actually signed to the label that Tupac Shakur started right before he passed away, which is Motown Records.
Up out of there.
Ain't nothing but against the party.
I got to meet the family. I got to meet, Tupac's mom, his family, his cousin Kendrick Lassane, who is one of the nicest dudes ever. I got to meet Pac's mom, who was in my honest opinion, one of the sweetest ladies you could ever meet. Like, she really is a sweetheart.
As we progress through this video, the delusions and lies are just going to continuously pour out, and it's going to be a running theme throughout this entire thing. So I want you all to just keep in mind that he is a delusional, pathological liar. If his lips are moving and words are coming out of his mouth, there is a 99% chance that he is lying. And we're going to get into how he is the poster boy for being an internet tough guy, and the real reason that everyone on the internet despises him.
You lost your crown, lost your place, picked back up, left in disgrace.
When you have the physical appearance that Cyrax does, it's understandable why you would need to portray yourself as some kind of badass to people, because you're already being perceived as weak. And in Cyrax's case, he's like a deformed chihuahua that will viciously bark and try to attack people that even come remotely close to fucking with him, to let them know that he is not one to be trifled with. And oh man, does Cyrax bark.
You avoid me for 6 fucking years! It's time to grow up! Be a man and Schmeckle, shut the fuck up, you loser!
We've only known you for 2 years, Cyrax. How is it
Hey,
6?
Schmeckle!
No one's known you for 6 years.
Shut your mouth for you piece of shit!
No one's known you.
This is what happens. Don't go to the fucking panel, you motherfucker. This is what happens.
You nigger boy!
Oh my God.
Slit your throat!
No.
Fuck all of you! Fuck all of you! I am making this warning to you right now, and to you, Schmeckle, and to you, Tyler. All 3 of you are gonna back off, or I will come up there and I will kill all 3 of you. I will murder all 3 of you sick fucks, and I'll have every right to do so. I want to murder you! I want you dead!
Always think about each other.
Get that through your head!
Good.
I want you dead!
Think about it, though.
You are a bully! I want to murder you! I want you dead! I want you off of the face of this earth! Why? 'Cause you're a psycho!
No, man.
Get a grip! Grow up! Get off of YouTube! Now! Or I'll do it for you!
What do you mean?
Grow up! Get off of YouTube!
He doesn't just rage at people and scream at them on panels and in videos and on streams, but he takes it a step further and will threaten these people with weapons, like casually pulling out a katana on somebody mid-panel to try to intimidate them.
Yeah.
Well, now that Chance is on there, you have the balls to pull me up because you were.
Or making a video with a hammer threatening Marty, and even pulling out a .22 and dry firing it to try to intimidate those mean, nasty bully trolls.
You want to get dangerous, Marty? We can get dangerous, bitch. Because the next bullet, I guarantee you, Marty, and this is for you too, Schmeckle. The next bullet in your head, bitch.
To make matters worse, he's not just limited to threats of unaliving people. He actually loves to throw out racial slurs. One phrase in particular, that being calling people N-word boys. Now, I would love to show you guys a compilation of him saying this particular phrase, but because YouTube's a no-fun zone, I cannot do that. But to show you guys just how frequently he uses this word, one of his trolls picked up the moniker and now uses it as their channel name. Big ups to N-Word Boy and N-Word Boy 3.0. You're doing the Lord's work. And it's not just racial slurs that he's limited to. Oh, no. This motherfucker loves to show praise for a certain German mustached man, all because one of his main trolls, Marty, happens to be Jewish.
Really are. And everybody knows that I'm not racist, but this, Marty, is for you. And I know you know what that means, bitch. I'm your own personal Hitler, fuckbag. And I'll make sure you die in the fucking gas chamber you were born from.
This is gonna come as a shock to everyone watching this video, but Cyraxx isn't actually a badass. In reality, he is a frail, fragile pussy. The archetype of what an internet tough guy is. On one hand, he's over here screaming unalive threats and raging out at people that are fucking with him, while simultaneously on the other hand, crying to his grandmother, begging her to tell the trolls to leave him alone.
Do you want to tell him what he needs to do? It's a glory hole. Tell him to fucking leave me alone, because I'm tired of it. Mom, I'm telling you right now, if you do not tell him to fuck off and leave me alone, I'm throwing this phone out the door and breaking it, because I'm tired of it. Mom, tell him to leave me the fuck. Like, get mad, do something. I am done with it, Mom. You need to say something, because I can't deal with this. He needs to stop. He needs to stop. No, I want you to tell him to stop, because I can't deal with this anymore.
You can't call yourself gangsta and hood when you have literally called the cops on one of your trolls and had a cop leave them a voicemail telling them to leave you alone.
The Text Now subscriber you are trying to reach is not available. Please leave your message after the tone.
Hi, Nicholas. This is Officer Walter with the Akron Police Department. I'm here with Chance, a.k.a. Cyraxx from YouTube. And he would like you to please stop bullying him and targeting him online. Thank you. Goodbye.
That's not how it works, Cyraxx. You can't claim to be this gangsta hood motherfucker while simultaneously calling the cops on people that say mean things to you on the internet. That's not how it works. And despite being the archetype of what a internet tough guy is, Cyraxx actually has had some IRL confrontations with people he's had problems with on the internet. Like the time he met up with a guy named Juggalo John to throw down at a park that they both agreed to show up to. And Cyraxx, he was ready and waiting.
I'm down here by the community center where LeBron James first got to start, right there, boy. You're talking about showing your ass up. Here I am ready for your ass. You don't come with ass ain't show up, you fucking coward. Where you at?
You said there was police lights where you were at? There's no police here at all.
I'm right here, fuck boy.
There's no police here at all whatsoever.
You a fake ass, you a coward, you're a fucking liar. You ain't no fucking fighter, you're a pussy.
It just so happens that when Juggalo John was on his way to meet up with Cyraxx at this park, that he encountered a bunch of cops. Some with their lights on, and some just parked around the street corner lurking and waiting. Almost like that Cyraxx was setting a trap for Juggalo John to show up and get arrested. Now, to be fair, there is no definitive proof that Cyraxx, his girlfriend, or his grandmother Sally called the cops to try to set up Juggalo John to get arrested. There is no definitive proof there. Now, with that being said, Cyraxx is looking like a man of his word. It looks like he is willing to actually throw down with the motherfuckers that he's calling out online. And that's why you would think that when his arch nemesis, Music Biz Marty, tells him that he's going to be at his front doorstep in a couple of hours, that Cyraxx would be prepared and ready to throw down and confront his arch nemesis face to face. Right?
This is actually Marty, Chance's friend. He invited me over here.
No, he didn't.
He definitely did. Okay. What is okay? Well, let him know that I stopped by and he definitely did. He invited me over here. Well, he doesn't always tell the truth, right? Okay. Loud and clear, Eddie. I feel for you, to be honest. All right. All right, man. All right. Have a good night.
My apologies, I got my notes confused. What actually happened was Cyraxx hid in his grandmother's attic like a pussy. Now, he must have took this as a learning experience because last year, when he found out that Music Biz Marty was at an Airbnb right around the corner from his house, He went there to show him who's boss, and it gave us one of the greatest clips to ever come out regarding Cyraxx.
Come on by, buddy boy. Come on by, Cyraxx. Come on by.
I thought you went for the theater.
Come on. Come over.
Oh. Why?
Stupid motherfucker.
Why would you leave me alone? Why?
Why would you learn?
Well, you know, love me out.
Bitch! Ah! Ah! Get the fuck out of here. Who's the king?
You are?
Then run away now. You shut the fuck up.
Fine. You win. You win. You win. Please let us go. I'm thanking you. Please.
Get the fuck out of here. Get up. Get the fuck up.
The fucking hilarious part about this entire thing isn't him screaming at the top of his lungs or hearing him tell Marty that he is the king. It happened a couple days later when he hopped onto one of Music Biz Marty's live streams and told him that he was gonna beat his ass, just days removed from Marty kicking the ever-living shit out of him.
Stop the damn thing no more! Now! You wanna beat your ass!
After taking L after L after L, Cyraxx finally had enough and told himself that the next troll that came to his house or that he encountered in person, he was going to make an example of and beat the shit out of them. And when a protester showed up in front of Cyraxx's house holding a sign that said some shit that we will be discussing later in this video, Cyraxx realized it was his time to shine and came out swinging, literally.
Let it happen. Yo, beat his ass, dog. Fuck it, beat his ass, dog. This is public property. Hey, beat his ass, bro. Beat his ass. Fuck it, beat his ass. Beat his ass. No, he's going to jail. Nah, beat his ass, dog. Shit. You got a baseball bat on you, bro. Beat his ass. I'm not ready. Hey, cat, come on. Beat his ass, bro.
Because he hit this guy with a baseball bat, Cyraxx was inevitably arrested for assault, and when that happened, he took it in stride. He is a gangsta and a tough guy, and got arrested like a man.
Good. Hey, Chance, we're gonna have you turn around, put your hands behind your back for me.
Why?
Okay? What's that?
Why?
Because you're under arrest.
Why? Listen, can I talk to you guys for a minute?
Relax.
What?
Stop, Chance.
What?
Relax.
Calm down.
Mom, please don't
Relax.
please.
Stop. Calm down.
I'm scared.
I know you are.
Mom, please don't. Please.
Don't scream.
He can't beat the trolls in an argument. He can't beat the trolls' asses. So how does he combat these motherfuckers? Well, you gotta give credit where it's due. Cyraxx has developed a ingenious way of handling those mean, nasty bully trolls. What he'll do is hop on one of their live streams, and as soon as he's on there, he'll whip his dick out and start vigorously beating it like a prisoner of war in hopes of getting their channel deleted for sexual content and nudity.
43, that's what you are.
How do you like that, faggot? Marty. Hey, Marty, suck my nid. Suck my dick, nigger. Oh, hey, better yet, suck my dick, nigger. Suck my dick. You're done, homie. You're done,
You know,
He does this so frequently that there are 15-minute compilation videos on YouTube of him doing just that. Now, I feel like this is a great segue into our next topic for this video, because Cyrax is a devious sexual degenerate.
Got the pepperoni, got the brownie on my dick. Feels so good, checking off with the shit. I got the pepperoni on my dick.
There's no way of sugarcoating this. Cyrax is a devious sexual degenerate that will go to any lengths necessary to bust that nut. He makes people like Derek look like patron saints. Now, for obvious reasons, I can't show you the proof for half the shit I'm going to be talking about here. You're just going to have to take my word for it. Or you could go out and look it up for yourself and scar yourself for life. But Cyrax is into some real degenerate shit. Like shoving broken fidget spinners down his dick hole, jerking off with fistfuls of pepperoni, and shoving a stylus not only down his dick hole, but up his ass. Yeah, the very same stylus he threatened to unalive himself with.
Marty, do you want me to end my life?
No.
Do you want me to end my life?
Cyrax, I'm gonna have to call well-being check-in now. I don't want you to end your life. I don't want you to
quit.
Cyrax, I want you to quit.
There's even a video clip of him shoving a Sharpie marker up his ass and then sucking the poop particles off of it. And even though I could show that clip on YouTube, because I value my subscribers and I don't want to scar you guys for life, I've decided not to include that. But just know that if Marshall Mathers IV saw that clip, he would cream in his pants. But it only gets way, way worse. Cyrax even went full DSP. This dude made a video defending a girl by the name of Heather, and after thinking the camera was off, he then beat his dick to a video of that girl Heather.
Oh, the camera's on. The camera's been on the whole time, huh?
While it's hilarious to laugh at Cyrax's degeneracy and the dumb shit that he does, things take a very serious turn when you find out the levels of depravity that he's willing to sink to in order to get that nut off. And there's no better example of this than the story of him and his old friend named Billy. Billy was a blind kid that Cyrax went to high school with, and at one point they were very good friends. Billy eventually ended up on a Music Biz Marty stream where he told the story of a sleepover him and Cyrax had when they were in high school. Cyrax was 18 and Billy was 17. And during this sleepover, Cyrax, without Billy's consent, pulled down his pants and sucked his dick.
You know, I just remember I was either on my belly on the floor or I think I was searching for something. And the next thing I know is I'm in a doggy style position and basically my pants and underwear come off, or at least down to the ankles. And he basically gets behind me and just starts rubbing himself on my ass, basically. No penetration, but I want to say it was probably just a way to get himself erect. Who the hell knows? Sure. And then he flipped me onto my back, or at least moved me onto my back, and ended up sucking and jerking me off until I ended up ejaculating. And he seemed to have enjoyed that, because when I was about ready to ejaculate, he had said something along the lines of, "Oh yeah, I can hear it." And at this point, I had never given any type of consent whatsoever. And you know, when stuff like that happens, sometimes it takes your brain a while to process.
Sure.
My brain, unfortunately, did not process anything until after.
Okay, so after that, he turns you over and starts jerking and sucking your penis.
Yes. Again, all the while I'm still in shock and everything, and still not giving any consent for him to do any of that.
And like clockwork, Cyrax ended up on this stream and wanted to tell us all the truth, that he didn't assault Billy. Billy assaulted him.
Come on, Billy, why don't you tell them the truth? Tell them the truth about how it was acquitted and how it got let fucking go, you bitch ass. Hey, Billy, tell them the truth, you fucking rapist little bitch. Listen, bro, you and I both know fucking know that the schools removed me for my own safety so I wouldn't beat your goddamn ass after what you fucking did to me, you bitch. Well, you raped me. I did not touch you.
No. You got your story backwards. You raped me, and I remember it completely. So I don't know where you got that.
Whatever, Billy. Billy, you and I both know you're a liar, you bitch ass little.
Off of them, seriously.
1000%, that's absolutely what happened, Cyrax. He felt that skull of yours, and your scab said fuck me in Braille, and that's why he assaulted you the way he did. And the schools, they absolutely kicked you out to protect you from taking revenge on Billy. Now, you may be wondering how things could get any fucking worse from here, and before we get into that, let's just do a quick recap. Here we have a delusional, pathological liar that is the archetype of what an internet tough guy is, and is a deranged sexual degenerate. How could things get worse? Well,
It's the whole thing.
I just woke as a pedophile.
Children tend to go down the same paths that their parents do, and you see this in multiple different fields. Everything from sports to addiction to politics. And in Cyrax's case, he's no different. For those of you that don't know, Cyrax is a third generation pedo. His grandfather was a pedo, getting his grandmother pregnant when she was 14 years old and he was in his mid-30s. His father, Rupel, assaulted a 14-year-old girl on a bike path and was inevitably arrested for it. And Cyrax, he thinks it's perfectly socially acceptable to send pictures of his deformed dick to what he thinks are 14 to 16-year-old girls. But according to Cyrax, he's not a pedo. In all actuality, if you want to get technical, he's a hebephile.
I'm not a fucking pedophile. Look up the technical term, bitch. I would be considered a hebephile, which, by all technical terms, is not a fucking lie. By all technical terms, I would be a hebephile, which is not a crime. It's not illegal. Therefore, I would not be a pedophile. A pedophile is, by proper noun and proper term, a pedophile is somebody that goes after a prepubescent child, meaning somebody who is 10 years of age or under. I am not that.
It's absolutely a crime, and it's absolutely illegal, but you really put this out there, Cyrax, thinking that this was some kind of slam dunk defense, proving that you're not a pedo. Like, you don't want to fuck 4th graders, you want to fuck 8th graders. Case dismissed. What's even fucking funnier than this, though, is he tried to walk this entire thing back a couple months ago, and brace yourselves, because we're about to go from 0 to retarded.
To the UIS. I am addressing this man's video where I supposedly said that I'm a hebephile, which I can understand where you would make the mistake that I said that. But when that video was done, dude, I said he-ma, not he-ba. The reason why my M sounded like a B is because my fucking nose was stuffed up and I was sick as fuck that day. I don't go around doing pedo shit, you dumb fucks. And I sure as fuck ain't no goddamn hebephile. One of my ex-girlfriends that you fucking retards don't know about had a serious fucking blood disorder. Which is what I was getting at. You dumb fucks.
So let me get this straight. You're claiming in a video that is debunking the accusations of you being a pedo. You said in all technical terms, you could not be a pedo. Instead, you're someone with a blood disorder. As if that makes any fucking sense whatsoever. And it's even funnier when you throw in that lie about a girlfriend you claim that we don't know about, saying that she had a blood disorder, and that's what you were getting into and leading into within that video, as if that would prevent or debunk any of the pedo accusations against you. Like, he really is this fucking stupid. But I actually don't even believe the whole hebephile thing he's put out there, considering there are clips of him saying shit like this.
It says right here, Chance Wilkins wins in webcam before an 8-year-old girl. What happens for him and for her family? When clearly this girl is not 8 years old. She is much older. Like, she's a lot older than 8 years old. This girl's got to be at least 18. If you guys click on the link above, go to her fucking Facebook and tell me how old you guys think she looks. But this girl went and put a video of me that doesn't need to be on the fucking web on the fucking internet. And now it's out there for the whole fucking world to see.
Personally, I don't give a single shit if this was someone trying to extort Cyrax or not, because we have multiple different examples of him talking with what he thinks are minors inappropriately. This happens over and over and over again. It's even happened twice in the same month earlier this year, as a matter of fact. But in order to get a real understanding of what started this entire thing, we need to look at the catalyst of it. And that was a video put out by one of his ex-girlfriends by the name of Candle Smith, where she put out a public service announcement to let everyone on the internet know who Cyrax really is.
Alright, this is a live video on Facebook. I got something to address to all those mothers out there. You too. All you mothers out there that have young children, be warned of this guy named Chance Wilkins. He'll jack off on your children. Not only that, he'll sit there and jack off on video chat with them. He'll sit there and threaten to kill your children if they don't sleep with him. They will do whatever they can. He would literally hurt you. This man is psychotic. He's dangerous. Women, be warned. His name is Chance Wilkins.
This, of course, raised massive red flags and caught a bunch of different people's attention. One of them being Kate from Masshole Reports. She decided to make a fake profile and throw out some bait for Cyrax to see if he would bite. And he took the bait. Hook, line, and sinker.
So I messaged him as a 14, almost 15-year-old girl named Crystal with a K. Say, is it cool if I call you? So I say, my mom is almost done making dinner. Can you call me after dinner? So right off the bat, we're throwing up hints that this is probably a child, okay? And he just doesn't care. We have a conversation on the phone. Now, I had a friend of mine call him up on three-way so that I could listen and record, and she could talk because obviously he kind of knows my voice at this point, as well as I sound pretty old. So the conversation, he did ask her when she graduates high school. She responded, in 3 years, I'm a freshman, and that's pretty important because on the phone already we've established now that she is a freshman in high school, which would make her 14 or 15 years old. So he is aware of that by the time we hang up. Now is where it gets weird, right? So our vulnerable teenage decoy here is saying, I wish that someone would love me like real love, you know? And he answers, somebody does already. So I'm trying to diffuse it, give him a little wiggle room, and I say, besides my family, I mean, like boyfriend, girlfriend love, I mean, I get lonely and so many people are so fake, you know? And he goes, well, you're talking to that person, silly. I ask him, how old are you, by the way? Just wondering. I know you asked me, but I didn't even ask back. And he goes, I just turned 30 in September, but I look 14. And so he sends the video and he immediately says, promise me you won't show anyone. So despite what he says about, you know, being entrapped and all the stuff we're about to hear that he makes up excuses for, this indicates to me that he knows right from wrong, because he is sending jerk-off videos and then telling me, promise me you won't show anyone. The fuck? Right. Yeah. So I say I'm a virgin, but all my friends are losing theirs. And he goes, your turn, cutie. So he is now soliciting nude pictures in exchange from what he believes is a 14-year-old girl.
Cyrax then went on to a panel with both Kate and Music Biz Marty to discuss the whole situation, where Cyrax revealed some very interesting information to us.
And
Can we pick up from where we left off, because this is important. So how many children have you sent your dick to?
honestly,
Just recently.
none.
You don't even have to go lifetime.
Well,
I do know now, I do realize that, what I've done was wrong, and I am going to be more careful in the future. And I do hope that we can.
When was the last time that you sent your dick to a child? I'm just curious. Like, how long has it been?
Literally, whenever you tricked me. Literally.
But
no, because you just went through 2 other instances after that.
Those were actually beforehand. Those were beforehand incidences.
So what you're saying is, when I posed as a 14-year-old girl, that was the last time that you sent your dick to a child, but there were 2 times before that.
Yeah.
After this panel concluded, Cyraxx would then go on in the coming months and years to put out videos raging out at Kate, calling her out and trying to dig into her past to discredit her, to try to prove that he's not a pedo, she was just setting him up for the money, clicks, and views. He even called the cops on Kate after this to try to get her for telecommunications harassment. And just listen to this hilarity.
Fire Harrison.
Yes, sir. I'd like to make if you can have an officer come out here, I would like to make a police report.
Okay, what's the report about?
Somebody has been harassing me via telecommunications. She goes by the YouTube handle Masshole Reports. She has basically, tricked me into doing things that I normally would not do. Like, she basically tricked me into thinking that she was a 14-year-old girl. And we had police out here not that long ago to speak to me about it. And basically what she did was she lied about her age to get me to send explicit photos to her, just so she can make fun of me. And I told her many times to leave me alone. She continues to make videos on me. She continues to text me, email me, and basically, harass me when I told her many times to please leave me alone, and she refuses to do so.
Okay, so let me get this straight. She told you that she was 14 years old.
Yeah, she basically
and you sent her pictures.
Unfortunately, yes.
That dispatcher's reaction gets me every single time, but unbeknownst to Kate or any of us mean bully trolls, this triggered Cyraxx's hidden trap card, a ability that none of us knew he possessed, that being, he is also a legal expert.
Let's say that what happened is true. It still wouldn't make me a pedophile. You want to know why? Because according to the U.S. government, this is on their actual site. This is the cover right here. What is the Massachusetts age of consent? The Massachusetts age of consent is 16 years old in the United States. The age of consent is the minimum age at which an individual is considered legally old enough to consent to participation in sexual activity. Boom. Once again. So, all y'all motherfuckers out there saying that I'm this, saying I'm that, shut the fuck up. My name, as of this moment, is cleared.
I can't believe I have to break this down for a fully grown man, but Cyraxx, those laws are essentially Romeo and Juliet laws. They're in place so that way a 18-year-old can have their life ruined because they're involved with a 17 or 16-year-old. They are not in place for a fully grown man in his 30s to be able to go out and have sex with teenagers. That's not what their purpose is for. And it's not just the age of consent he wants to try to argue against. He wants to claim that Kate illegally entrapped him.
Defended and took up for Kate Peters, aka Mastro Mafia, who's the one that illegally entrapped me on no fucking grounds whatsoever. "5 years ago, Kate illegally entrapped me on no grounds. She had no grounds to do what she did.
he got mad. And he decided to hire this YouTuber whose real name is Kate Peters, who went by the name Masshole Reports at the time, but now goes by Mass Troll Mafia on YouTube. He hired her to illegally entrap me and make me look like a bad guy. Like, why did you entrap me when I have no record?
And in his exact words, I was entrapped. And that right there is illegal. Like, that's very illegal.
I know the majority of people understand just how retarded Cyrax's argument here is, but for those of you that don't understand it, allow me to explain. See, in order for someone to be entrapped, the person doing the entrapment needs to be a police officer. Kate is not a police officer, so by bare bones definition, he could have not been entrapped. Now, despite all of this, there was one guy who went to bat for Cyraxx, a guy by the name of Tibbs TV, who is a fucking character in his own right. However, he stuck his neck out for Cyraxx and tried to disprove all these pedo rumors surrounding him. But after Cyraxx was caught in the Wings 007 sting, Wings 007 invited Tibbs on to show him all the evidence and everything he collected from it. And Tibbs finally saw the light and realized that Cyraxx was the devious, disgusting pedo monster that we all claim him to be. And Tibbs actually did something right. He got him to admit to everything.
I need you to be real with me, because remember, I'm worse than all of them ever combined. So admit it to me. Tell me what you did wrong with Ashley Steele, so we can at least get you started on the right path. Tell me what you fucked up on, so we can go on the right path here for once. What did you do to Ashley Steele that was not okay?
I sent her a picture of myself that I should not have sent her.
What specifically?
A picture of my goddamn dick.
And how old did you believe she was?
Can I ask you something before I
Answer that question, okay? I'm working with you. I'm trying to be respectful. It pisses me off.
Let me ask something. Is this on a live stream or no?
No, it's not. Of course not. So how old did she say she was before you sent that dick pic?
Honestly, dude, at first she said that, and genuinely, dude, like, if you go back...
Do not lie to me. I have all the records, okay? If you lie to me, I will not help you.
At first, she said that she was 16, which is the legal age of consent, and then she turned around and said that she was 15 about to do.
Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, she said she was 15 from the get-go. And mind you, that year difference, even at 16, she's still a child, correct?
Yeah.
Just, I'm asking the questions, because right now, I don't even know how to look at you, man. I called you my brother. I told you I'd have your back. I vouched for you. I lost my fucking home because of you. Because I stood by you thinking that they were wrong. Now, I'm going to ask you a question. You better not lie to me. Because if you do, I will help Jenny Joe throw your ass in jail if you lie to me. And I already know the answers, okay? Is this the first time you've done this, or has it happened before?
It's happened before.
Okay, then what does that make you, by default? The official...
And makes me a piece of shit.
Tell me the exact definition of what that would entail you to be. Chance Wilkins, what are you, by that logic?
By that logic, I'm a pedophile.
You are a pedophile, correct?
Yes, and
I need to hear you say that you, Chance Wilkins, are a pedophile by what you've done.
My actions have caused me the title of being called a pedophile. And
are you a pedophile? Yes or no?
Yes, and I'm sorry.
Now I want you to say it in full. And after this, we'll get started on helping you get better. I, Chance Wilkins, am a pedophile. Say it.
I'm a pedophile.
It's the whole thing.
I, Chance Wilkins, am a pedophile.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
course, Cyrax would go on to say that Tibbs was behind all this. He was the one doing the whole Ashley Steele bullshit situation, and that he had nothing to do with this. He was not at fault at all. And I don't even want to dignify that with a debunking or a response because it's the same nonsensical bullshit. Cyrax, you are finished. You will always be known as this horrible pedophilic monster. You will never have a career as a content creator. And I hope that the trolls that keep getting all your channels reported and deleted continue to do the Lord's work and get you off the fucking internet because you are a immediate danger to children, you disgusting, vile piece of shit. Now, for those of you that made it all the way this far in this video, I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, drop me a like, maybe a sub, maybe a share, or a comment. If you're Cyrax or one of his buddy trolls, or just a supporter of your local NAMBLA chapter, go ahead and hit that dislike button. Just make sure you participate, you ugly pieces of human garbage. And I'll see you all in the next video. But until then, I'm Monster. Peace the fuck out.